you see? Oh yeah, you can see me. That's good. Listen, this relief-centered thinking of worldly people, when you're unsaved and you're a commoner, that's the only way you can think. You don't have any other way of thinking. If you had parents that a more enlightened way of thinking, as they call it in the world, I rather call it enlightened. If you had a more relieved way of thinking, let me say it like that, you may have a little bit more, you might have become a bit more practical. But it's still relief centered. And people in the world that are educated, who look at things a bit deeper, they may have more practicality in their thinking, but it's still relief centeredness. It's when you're born again and renewed in your mind that you will see that this relief centeredness of worldly people, you're going to see how terrible it is. And when you see the bigger picture, you'll understand why you need to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because in the world, people that are practical, because you have people in the world that are practical in their thinking, and people in the world who are not practical at all. People that are practical in the world are called educated, they are enlightened, because they have methods to get things done. That's why they are praised by the world. Versus people who also are relief-centered, but don't have the practical skills. But whether someone has the practical skills or not, if the mindset is darkness, it's still darkness. Practical darkness, even if it gives a short-term benefit, is still darkness. When you're born again, and you're following Christ, when your mind is renewing, is then you will notice, hold on a minute, okay, there are short-term benefits, but this way of thinking is very bad. And you are going to see all the side effects that world people can't see. And you know what? It's then that you will grow in compassion. Instead of condemning people, like world people tend to do, even if they're not aware of it, you have true compassion on people. You are practically compassionate towards others. And that will work out in your prayers. So renewing your mind is very important. Man, I think I'll keep on making videos about renewing the mind and how important it is, because people just don't grasp how important it is to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Worldly people with practical understanding, they can bring relief here and there, but solutions they don't have. They only have short-term fixes. Believers that walk by faith can bring real solutions, not by our own mind, by our own strength, by our own way of thinking, but by operating in the supernatural. And that is what the world needs. Look, you can complain about how dark it is, but it's better to light a candle or to put on a fresh light so that you can see what's going on. And you don't even have to go to a candle or a fresh light, because you are the light of the world, as Christ called you. But many of you, you don't operate in that lightness, you don't operate in that supernatural prophecy, because you are not in agreement with Christ. And that's why I want you to do it. I want your mind to be in line with Christ, so that you will operate in His power. Well, that being said, the bus is coming within 20 minutes, I see. I'll wait. Be at peace.